Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zepp and we are continuing with our reaction series to the Muse Will of the People album, their 9th studio album. Moving on to Ghosts. How can I move on once we are done this? We are already at the halfway point in this album. God, we are flying through it quick, but it is a shorter album, all things considered. Folks, I'm looking forward to getting into this one. I'm already beginning to piece together a couple of things I want to say for the album review. Some positives and negatives. And kind of what this album could spell for the band going forward. Again, we're not finished yet, but I'm already beginning to get some ideas together. And to be honest, I think Muse fans would have a right to be worried about the future of the band in terms of their release schedule, in terms of, like, we've been used to them releasing every 3 years, and what they may do in those releases going forward. Again, it would be all superstition, but I think it's quite it'd be like an educated guess, so to speak. So again, make sure to tune into the album reaction once we are finished the album review. Once we are finished all the reactions here, I think there will be interesting conversations to be had there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to ramble too much. Again, just please do consider subscribing, so you can see all those videos that when they come out. And we're going to get straight into this, folks. And also, make sure to stay to the end of the video. I've been forgetting to mention this during these reactions, but we have a limited edition hoodie out. I really enjoy the hoodie. In fact, I should be wearing it. I have it over there somewhere. It's just boiling in my room where I record. But it's a very nice hoodie. It's a limited edition, only 22 of them left. So if you consider picking one up, the link is down in the description below. If you're watching this today, it comes out where you're reacting to it without audio, and that is most likely the way it's going to be staying. However, if this title does say re-upload on the video, then it will be with audio. So keep that in mind. It's most likely going to be without audio, and that's how it will stay. So make sure to go down to a link in the description where you can find a link to the song, so you can press play at the same time as I am and have it playing in another tab, so you can hear the song playing alongside my reaction to it at the same time. Folks, we're going to get straight into it. Ghost, how can I move on? From what I hear, this is a piano-based piece, so it'll be interesting to see how this works in the album. We are going to press play. 3, 2, 1. Now. Okay, folks, I'm going to throw a pause at 1 minute 15 seconds in. Interesting so far. I feel like this is a song I'll need the lyrics to. I'm not going to do that for this reaction. It'll be something I'll delve into the lyrics in for the album review when we're going through song by song. Or the album, yeah, review. Interesting so far. I mean, God, they're talking about like the Great Reset and stuff. I don't even want to say that word too much because YouTube will blacklist me. And for those of you who don't think that happens, it does happen. Even look at a YouTuber, perfect example is Hugh Wizzy. He started talking about like a lot of the conspiracies behind football and stuff, and reported leaks, and his channel got like secretly blacklisted. It's a thing that does happen, so we'll go and keep a little hush on that. But interesting so far. Just a nice little piano piece. It's this album's weird. This album is weird to me so far. I'm going to give you a little hint as to where my thoughts are on the album so far. Is it doesn't feel like an album. It's strange. It just, maybe it's because we're bouncing around so much in tonality. Obviously, there's still the running theme of sort of the sarcasm towards and different ways of talking about how the world's going to shit, but kind of from a more just laughing at a point of view. But it's just weird. I need to listen to this album more to wrap my head around it. And again, we're only halfway through, so I'll maybe jump into conclusions, but I'm just finding it so hard to piece this album together in my head so far, if that makes sense. Let me know if you guys feel like that as well, or if you even get where I'm coming from when I say that. I'll be interested to hear what you guys think. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to press play, continue on, let this run to the end, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. We're at 1 minute 15, and we're going to go in at 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, classical. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghosts, how can I move on from Muse? Oh, that's interesting. I quite like that. It's a thinker of a song. It's one that I need to kind of let sit and I need to dwell on it a little bit, which is good because I'm going for my mid-album break now and recording. I'm going to get lunch. Because again, I know it's a short album, but recording these videos and then I'm putting them straight up into the editing pile. I've been sat here for about an hour and a half, and I'm just going to get a bite to eat after this so I can come back and not feel like I'm getting tired of it at all. Interesting. That first half of the album is an interesting experience. Yeah, there's a lot I need to sit and think on in regards to the album, and I think that song as well. I like it though. I really like it. I like the build. I like the build how it's subtle. It's a nice piano piece. It's sort of simplistic, but it lends itself to being simplistic. It didn't need to be overly bombastic. It's sort of like a romance song. It feels like a lost love song mixed with undertones of what the album's been about. Perfect time to get hiccups, folks. Oh, come on, power through to the end. But yeah, it does have those kind of themes running through it, and I like it. I do like it. If I was to give it out of 10, I'm thinking between 7.8 to 8. And I think it's one that would definitely grow on me. So far so good from this album. Again, I need a lot of this album to digest. It's a weird one. It definitely is a weird one. Like, this could actually be either top 4 or bottom 3. I suppose that doesn't leave much room, is it? Well, there's 9 albums. Oh, it's so weird to know where to place this album in terms of the rest of their work. And my head's wrecked already. My head's because I like the album, but again, it's offering something different. But is it different enough? And then, is it different? Is it too much like everything else they've done before? Even though that's the point. I don't. Oh, my brain's fried. My brain's fried with this album, even though I'm loving it. There's a lot to think on. I think Muse fans will feel the same. I think that sentiment would be shared by a lot of fans, especially older fans. I think new fans, look, they just like their new stuff, and that's absolutely fine. Like the people who like the simulation theory stuff probably absolutely dig this album, and more power to you. But I think older fans will definitely feel in a place of confliction with this, because unless you're a die-hard rock fan, it's like, no, it's shit, no rock in it. It's like, right, fair enough, then you're not going to like it. But those fans who are in the middle but have been liking them for a while, since like album 3 or 4, I think we'll be in a position where I am, where you don't quite know what to think of it yet. Whether you think it's an amazing album or quite a mid-tier, low-tier album, it's hard to tell. And then, do you judge it as an album, or do you judge it as the individual songs? It's hard to know, or do you do a blend of the both? I'll have a lot to think on. But when it comes to this song, I really enjoyed it. It's a good song. I'm looking forward to powering through. Most of the songs now going forward, bar Kill or Be Killed, will be ones we haven't heard before, so I'm excited to get into those ones. Folks, we're going to leave it here. Again, make sure to subscribe if you want to see those videos in future. I've been Zepp. Take care. Peace.